Let that thing. Oh, here we are. We're live. It's Lou and Billy. Yeah, this is my erstwhile neighbor. He's from a few streets down. This is Billy. And dude, how sick would it be to actually wire this place for connectivity and sound and everything, and build it into a studio?
It'd be totally doable.
Billy, let's do it, dude.
Okay.
Seriously,
totally. You can do it for like a few $100s.
So that's what I'd like to do, is wire this place for sound and for video with so Billy's down here, and we are super stoked to be with you. It's not a front. I'm actually happy. I am a terrible liar. Billy came in, and what did you want? What were you thinking?
Something in the 10-inch neighborhood, something in the Panhead family, but something that is very Lou Ross and one of a kind, and you can only get from Lou.
Yeah, well, he got it because I did a rustic symmetry.
I call it primitive symmetry.
Primitive symmetry.
Yeah.
I did a primitive symmetry. Now we started with a board. Let me grab the scrap. Stay in the field there,
Sure.
Billy. Your eye candy.
Yeah.
All right. We started with a board that I showed you guys yesterday. I did a video on this uncut. It was the one with all the flash. It was centered on the flash. You see that? And so we had cutoffs that looked like this. I mean, just garbage, man. Garbage on the edges. What you want is you want to cut where you've got tons of where you want it to be like we were cutting out into the laminate gaps between the pieces on this one. You know, just trying to see how far out we could cut this uncut. Our other candidate was a more narrow piece, and Billy came in talking 10 inches, and I only had like barely 10-inch wide layups in the house because I'm retired.
We're bringing him out of retirement.
I spelled retarded wrong. Anyway, so we cut it way out, and we've got it on video and stuff, and we'll talk about it later. But we wound up with, he said panhead, and we wound up with more of just a square front with a taper corner back looking. And where'd we come out? Did we come out at 10?
About 10, yeah.
We came out at about 10 inches, and what's funny is because we went so wide with it, it was bellied off, and we wound up, one side had too much flash, and he still wound up. He's out here, and look, this is the top ply ended in the pack, and we went out, so he's got a little bit of a glue edge here with the top ply ends before the cut, and he's happy, I'm happy, he's got something to remember. Billy came in to do this for an unsuggested donation. I'm not in the business of selling boards. I'm in the business, if I can monetize it, I'm in the business of promoting board making. I work with Life Skateboards. My workshop is a show shop for Life Skateboards. I ran Fickle boards for like 10 years, 2008 to 2019. That's 11 years.
Hey,
yeah, but I don't now.
My buddy got a pack of stickers from an old skate shop that I think had gone out of business, and it was a bunch of, like bands and random stickers. There was one Fickle sticker in that pack. I slapped it on our banked bar.
I love it.
Yeah.
Hilarious. I have some old Fickle stickers in here, and no, I don't want to send you a sticker pack. I can barely remember to brush my teeth, which I need to do later today. But we want to rig this place for sound and lights.
Yeah.
And Billy is actually a great guy for me to talk to about it. I'm not holding you to anything.
Sure.
But so we're going to put holes in this bad boy, and I'm just inviting you guys to be along with me and Billy for the ride. However, anything I can do to get you in the shop would be awesome.
Oh, sure.
I don't know, dude. You'll have to just use the chair if you want to.
Okay.
So, and don't worry if you're bumping into me. So, anybody got any questions? I'm going to scale down through our. Let me know if anyone asks a question, Bill.
I will. I'll monitor that.
I'm gonna try and be focused. Here's my 7-inch tail. Has a secret, because if I put it on the tail and then I drop it down, it's 7.2. Chip Wright, aka Chip Queso, is in the hizzle. Good to see you, Chip. Stoked to be here with you. Stoked to be breathing and above ground right now. And then here's my platen there. All right, so I'm going to see how we pocket up. And we did a center line before we cut on this. But I'm not going to use it because every time you bevel out a board, you get a little bit of hoo-ha. But what we're going to ask is we're going to say, how far off are we from the original drawn center line after we're done? Because I bet we won't be.
Okay.
And that's for the folks who drill their holes first and do everything off of the holes. Yes, I said that if you drill the holes last, they'll be perfectly centered. But I have a suspicion that a lot of the makers don't remove a lot. That it's on the line in the factories. A lot of times you'll get a board that has a ply gap or something, and they'll just lean on it for 1/8 of an inch, get the ply gap off of it, or get the knot hole out of it, and then throw it in the good pile because it looks good on the edge, but they've thrown off the centering of the truck holes on it. So, I don't know. I'm ambivalent. I don't have a high opinion of my opinion. What can I say? But what we do is we're going to go here like this. We're going to match it up on the center line that we drew, and then we're going to do my normal process, which is I measure it. I don't know a lot of makers that do this because, look, I just broke it. It broke. It doesn't matter because all I need is for it to slide. So I don't need the wheel because this actually doesn't do important measuring outside of being a visual guide. Check this out. I go from one side and I catch my center line. And I go from the other side and look, we're off like a 16th, maybe a little more, a 10th. It's off a 10th. So what I do is I move it over a 20th. Always makes me laugh when we use tenths and 20ths and thousandths about inches. Okay, because inches, we should do that. We should just switch to decimal, bro.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go up to the front, and we go here, we go there. Okay, we can see we're going to move it onto that center line. There's that. There's that. Pretty darn good.
Yeah.
It's not absolutely completely perfect. Now, we put this here so it would pivot if we moved it, but we're going to remeasure the rear now and just see how we overshoot. That looked right. We can pull to it. Okay. And pull to it, but we're risking moving the thing. It's good. All right. So now, very technical. The elbow lean. One, two, three, four. And where do we want our wheelbase? We want a 14.75. Do we want a 15? Let's look at we got 7.2 back here, 7 1/4, just under, and we want a 7 1/2 in the front. Puts us back to 14 1/2 inch wheelbase, which is actually really good for street. That's a nice tight wheelbase. It's not the tightest. That puts you right here. Let's remeasure just to make sure we don't make a mistake. Dude, don't blow it on Billy's board. We want a 7 1/2. If we got a 7 1/4 back there, boom. So I'm clicking away. I did this. I probably did it twice. One. I usually throw them out when they start doing that, and this is my hole for 14 1/2. Okay, so now we've got our wheelbases marked. And once again, just because measure twice, cut once, am I right? Did anyone see where I put my, thank you. So we wanted 7 1/2. We're good on that. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, and we wanted 7 1/4. Well, that's backward.
Well, that's the front hole.
Right,
Yeah.
there we are. Thanks, buddy.
Yep.
7 1/4, good. And then our wheelbase, once again, our wheelbase is coming out between the inner holes at 14 1/2.
Nice.
Bada bing! We're ready to get serious. We're gonna pound these bad boys in nice and deep. This guide's my drill bit. This gets us chill, turns the drill bit into a chill bit. I feel like I'm making shoes. I watch a lot of shoemaker videos, Billy. And leatherworking and knife making. I watch all those, and I love knives.
Yeah.
My son says to me, he's like, you need to do product reviews if you want your channel to take off. And I agree with him. I don't think that's I don't think that's unethical or mercenary. Sure, why not? Don't you want to see me do product reviews and stuff? But I don't know what products to review. I don't have any idea. And so, will it stay? Will the octopus stay? Hey, shout out to Steve O'Collins from Team Fat for giving me this octopus thing for my my little Chinese knockoff GoPro camera. It's not fun to use because you can't. You have to Bluetooth it to or Wi-Fi it to the. You have to. Now we got to figure this out. We're gonna figure this out. Here we go. You guys are now sitting among my letters, my letter punches. I hope you enjoy it, because that's what you get.
Making sure all my stuff is
That's what you get. All right, this needs to be here. This needs to be on. Why aren't you on? Come on. There we go. And I got shadows that crosshair me in. Yeah, there we go. One. Give it a little ribbity ribbity. Woogity woogity woogity. You know, I just want to take a moment to say how happy I am to have someone in here. I'm having a blast with Billy. This is awesome. All right, well, while we've got this going, you can see we're drilling. I'm going to sign off here. We'll be back in a little while with the finished product. We love y'all. I think Billy probably loves y'all.
I do.
All
I love
right.
Blue's audience.
There we go.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Be back at you soon.